You're not in good hands with the big insurance company. But after 30 years of being like a good neighbor to the Central Valley, the law office of Mark Nelson is a rock in the community that fights for those who cannot fight for themselves. Mark Nelson is on your side.
A local law firm that fights the insurance company bullies. That's as progressive as it gets.
Go to marknelsonlawoffices.com for a free consultation.
The suspect vehicle has been located. Working on a tip detectives received. They validated the tip information and were able to obtain a search warrant for a residence located in the 26,000 block of River Road just outside the city of Newman. While serving that search warrant, they did locate our suspect vehicle parked on the property, but they did not locate anybody matching the physical description of our suspect in this investigation. So the suspect is still wanted, still outstanding, but the truck has been located. Several occupants at the residence were also located. They're being interviewed and talked to right now regarding their involvement, potentially how they know of this potential suspect or how the vehicle arrived on their property. We appreciate the public's help because this information would not have been received unless somebody stepped forward and made the tip, made the call, and gave us the information. Don't know the relationship of the vehicle to our suspect, the vehicle to the residence, or the potential suspect to the residence. That's what detectives are still on scene, processing the vehicle, processing any evidence that may be located inside the vehicle in attempts to get more information on who this person might be. Don't know the relationship of the vehicle to our suspect, the vehicle to the residence, or the potential suspect to the residence. That's what detectives are still on scene, processing the vehicle, processing any evidence that may be located inside the vehicle in attempts to get more information on who this person might be.
Do we have any new idea of where he could possibly be?
Not at this time. It still could be anywhere. We don't know if he's still local, if he left another vehicle, if he got a ride, or what the case is, or where he may be. But he is still wanted. We still have not positively identified him, so we are still using the photo from the surveillance video this morning as our primary identifying picture to the public on who this person might be. Still considered a threat, still armed, still dangerous. As far as I know, no weapons have been recovered at the vehicle or anything like that. It's hard, I was off yesterday, and you get the call and everybody wants to step up and help. Everyone wants to do their part. The good thing about that, everyone wanting to step up, we were able to get a lot of officers here, not only from our agency, from numerous agencies, to come here and help with the investigation, help with searching, helping with the scene, helping with answering calls for service. But as that starts kind of winding down, it becomes hard. Knowing, Officer Singh, his plan was to end of shift, go home to his wife, his newborn child, and spend the day with him, and he's not going to be able to. And so when we go home and we're doing that, it definitely hits you in the gut a little bit that your fellow partner doesn't have the opportunity to do that. His wife doesn't get to see her husband come home, their child doesn't get to see dad come home anymore. And so it's definitely hard, but at the same time, I think that's what makes us as a law enforcement community a little bit stronger. And it definitely helps just even around town today, getting gas, getting some food. The community members that came up and shook my hand, shook all of our hands, said thank you, offered us snacks, offered us food. That helps us out too. That shows that, just because there's one or two bad people that, go out to harm us, there's 100 or 1,000 more that are there to back us up and defend us in the community. So it makes it worthwhile knowing that, hearing that, and seeing that, to put on the uniform every day and come to work. That we do have the support of the community. We do have the support of the county and on all the folks here that will back us up, and that's the reason why we do the job, to serve those folks. So it's hard, but at the same time, it's rewarding. Now it's primarily going to be focusing on on that car, trying to get some processing that for any potential evidence, seeing what relationship that house has to our suspect, and then also still following up on leads. We're still getting tips and leads, even though we've located the vehicle. We don't know if he went straight home or straight to that house when he left here. So if there's anybody else that may have seen the vehicle somewhere else, we're going to follow up on those leads just in case he had gone somewhere else to maybe dispose of some evidence or do something else, commit another crime. So still following up on a lot of leads.